Hi, Mark Oswald. Welcome back for another segment of Londonderry Heart, Home, and Soul. Two musical guests tonight. Are you going to sing? No?
No,
No,
you don't want
please,
to. You don't want
no.
that.
Steve and Julie Lee, who have been the, promoters, coordinators, party
Coordinators.
planners, organizers, not enough words to describe all the good work that you've done for a number of years with the summer concerts on the Common.
Yeah. This is going to be our 15th season for Concerts on the Common, and just amazing. And another person who isn't here who helps is Larry Casey.
Yes.
And he does a lot of help. He helps a lot with fundraising and just the putting on the shows. So.
Right.
He helps support us on concert nights if we need help giving out programs or whatever the case may be. Larry's always
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So let's, for the audience, at least a short history of how this came to be, and you guys were really the genesis.
Well,
they haven't
actually,
played, but-
Brian Farmer was the one who started
Okay.
it back. So this is under the auspices of the Londonderry Arts Committee, and he started it, and I was helping him at the very beginning, and he was leading it for several years at the beginning, and I was helping, and he kind of transitioned because of work commitments for him, and his family's since moved out of town. And so that's how it started, really, 15
Okay.
years ago. So, but I think we've always started, or at least for the longest time, we've always started the season off with the Londonderry High School jazz ensembles
Right.
as our first concert, and then we bookended on the other end. It's the week before Old Home Day.
Right.
So, and it's either 9 or 10 concerts depending on how the
On
calendar.
the calendar.
So it's
exactly.
usually the first or second Monday of June,
Yeah.
Correct.
and it runs till kind of mid-August.
Yeah, yep. So it's a little confusing because we work around the school and their graduation activities and such. The seniors with the jazz ensembles play on a Monday, and then after that it's always Wednesday night.
Right.
Right.
So that's just that one Monday. And
One Monday.
Then after that it's Wednesday.
Right.
And quite a spectrum in terms of music.
Yeah, we always try to hit a lot of different genres of music. We've, jazz, folk, country,
Cover bands.
cover bands, pop.
Funny novelty type cover bands like the Blues Brothers.
I was just thinking,
in
they brought the
costume.
patrol car, too.
Yeah, they
Exactly,
did. They were
exactly.
fabulous. Yeah, they're
Just
really
fun
good.
for the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
All summer long, it's a Beach Boys band. They dress up just like the Beach
Beach Boys.
Boys.
Sound just like the Beach Boys.
They
Yeah.
do sound like the Beach Boys, yes.
And last year we had a Beatles cover band, Help, where they were just really popular.
Right.
And they dressed up like the
Yeah.
Beatles, really,
Yeah.
and they're kind of proud of their authentic presentation and certainly authentic sound. They sounded
That was
great.
a big hit last year.
So the first concert is Monday night, given the high school activities graduation, and then they are on Wednesday evenings.
Yeah.
And they start at what time?
They're always 7 to 8:30. There's
Right.
no break. It's just music straight through. We always have a concert, so if there's bad weather, then for this year, the first 2 concerts, if we have bad weather, would be at the Matthew Thornton Gym, and after that, we're in the Londonderry High School cafeteria.
Okay. So rain or shine.
Rain or shine,
Rain
we
or shine,
always
we
have a
always have.
concert.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we actually, during the summer, Stephen and I become meteorologists.
Yeah.
And we
Oh.
watch the weather all day long on
Yes.
those Wednesdays.
Well,
You
and
got, you
we
got Al
just-
Roker on speed dial.
Exactly.
It's like-
That's the
It's
worst part
painful.
of it. It is. It's
Yeah.
just because we have to make the call. There's a lot of, there's several moving parts to this, and so you have to make the call around noon or 1 o'clock. And there's definitely been days when we've been off, and we always have erred on the side of not getting caught in the rain. We don't want to have them set up and then have it rain and be a washout.
So you have a newfound appreciation for Nate Greenberg, superintendent of schools, at
Yes.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It looks like
It's
a little
tough.
snow. Oh,
Yeah.
no, wait, it's a lot of snow.
It's snow,
Exactly.
yeah, or there's no snow.
Oh, yeah.
and yeah.
There was supposed to be a lot of snow,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not so much.
And
right?
so that's what tends to happen is we end up in the cafeteria at the high school, and a performer will walk in, and it'll be beautiful blue sky outside, and they're
What a
like, "Why are we
sunset, right?
playing
Exactly.
inside
Right,
if it's
right.
beautiful out?" Well,
Yeah, that has happened more than once.
yes,
Yes.
unfortunately. But last summer we were in the gymnasium only once, and every other concert. So it's just the first
that's
concert
correct.
last summer. was in the gymnasium, and after that we were on the concert. We kind of pushed it a
on the
couple
common,
nights.
yeah.
But especially outdoors, what a beautiful venue.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the bandstand's gone through some major renovation. You were a principal involved with the LED lighting,
Yep.
which is an amazing improvement.
It's really great. We have some photos that I think will be shown that show a performer from several years ago, Michael Johnson, and you can see that he's really a silhouette. The bandstand itself has an amazing history. It was designed by an MIT graduate, and he designed
Hit Factory,
Hit Factory down in New York City.
which is a recording studio.
And he was one of the top, a specific type of piano player. What was some type of a jazz piano player? But he was kind of a jack of all trades. But he designed the bandstand, and it looks a little funny. But if you take a close look at it and you look at the angle of the walls and the materials that he used, acoustically, it's really a great venue. And the bands realize that, and they enjoy playing that. It's not just a gazebo where you start playing and the sound just goes everywhere. It's very focused.
Kind of projects it out
It
to
does.
the audience.
Yeah.
And what a wonderful event for seniors, for families. And I always enjoy just sometimes being a people watcher, you know, and they'll stop and they'll pick up a pizza or Kentucky Fried Chicken or sandwiches from home or whatever, and all he needs is a lawn chair and a blanket, and they're good to go.
Absolutely.
Definitely get a lot of picnics out there at night.
Yeah.
And we've, I'd say the past few years, we've had even more families. I think the word, even though we've been around a long time, it's funny how people haven't heard of us, even though we're, every week. But the word has been getting out, and I think possibly through our Facebook page. That has helped get families there, and they've realized what a great family venue it is. We also have a bubble machine that one of our helpers last year started bringing, and so they actually moved away, but we bought a bubble machine, so we'll have that back this summer, and the little kids just love that thing.
It just sprays bubbles all over the
sprays
common,
bubbles.
and they just chase them, and
Right.
it's just great
They
fun.
just love it.
And the kids really get to know each other too that way, and they really look forward to coming back then the following week with their family and just really enjoying.
Well, we touched on it briefly, but worth repeating. I marvel at the spectrum of music, every genre imaginable. I think I've seen on that stage over the course of a summer.
Yeah, we've really, that's one of the things that we strive to get is a broad range of music, and we also try to get really good musicians. And that's gotten easier to do over the years because of YouTube and the internet. Before we'd have to literally call people up and ask them to send CDs so we could listen to them just to hear their level of musicianship.
And then the phone calls, Londonderry, New
Yes.
Hampshire. Where is that?
Right.
Exactly.
But we're lucky that we have a Tupelo in town. We've gotten recommendations from them. We've got Berkeley School of Music down in Boston. So we know that if we can hire somebody who has gone there, it's going to be, they might be a little bit funky on their type of music they play, and we've gotten a few different ones that way, but boy can they play. And that really makes it, when it's live music like that, it's really always enjoyable.
Well, and you're right down the street from a music program that's unequaled in New Hampshire with Londonderry High School.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the marching band gets a lot of visibility simply because they're out in the public, but you've got an orchestra, you've got choral programs, and so I think you've got kind of a hotbed of support for the arts in town, for performing arts in particular, music. And you always lead off with the high school group. So what a way to start the program.
Yeah. And one thing, just with the touch on the LED lighting again, I just want to thank Steve Cotton with the town. He was instrumental in getting the lights installed. He did it just really fast. The company that I work for donated over $50,000 in lighting and controls. It's a top-notch system, and we tied it in with a lighting course at work with a woman who was kind of a visiting lighting designer in residence. She was from Berlin, and she ran a 7-week course for people at work that wanted to learn about lighting design. And we use this as our real-world example on how you would light up a specific venue. And we were out there in April, in the middle of the night, holding lights up.
April, yes.
like doing a mock-up, making sure that, okay, we did this and we simulated it on a computer, and we had all these different ideas from people, and she kind of took the best ideas and a lot of her, her experience, and said, okay, let's do this, but we still have some questions with this type of light. What kind of beam spread are we going to get, and that type of thing. And so we're out there. We had dinner at our house, and then the people that were part of the course came over, and we went there, and of course you have to do it at night. It was freezing, and we were out there for 3 hours.
3 hours,
which
yes. Yeah.
really, for me, it flew. We got in the car, and Julie said, "It's after 10 o'clock." It's like, oh, you're kidding me.
Did you pass the course?
And we passed the
Okay,
course.
okay.
Yeah, you got an A
Yeah.
in the course.
Oh, there you
yes,
go.
But she was.
exactly.
Well, it's because you cooked a wonderful dinner.
I did cook a wonderful dinner. yes.
And Etta Daneman, though, she's over in Berlin now, and we will always think of her for lighting up Londonderry Bandstand.
So another reason to come out is that you've got a New York designer of the bandstand, and now
Yeah.
you've got this lighting expert from Berlin.
Right.
It's-
I mean,
it's
it's really,
international.
we got a world-class thing going on here.
That bandstand really, it's got quite a history now.
Well,
So-
and actually, even further, to go even further, Steve Cotton, against
Yeah.
this Stephen mentioned, Steve Cotton, great guy. On the back of the bandstand, we have some very, very large lights installed that light up the trees behind the bandstand. It has quite an effect. And Steve Cotton calls them the Fenway Park lights, but they're in
Because
fact
they're huge.
they're huge. But in fact, they are the same lights that are on top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, they're custom made. It's a standard light we make, but they do a little extra with the LEDs on these, and so they did that at work. Again, people at work just were incredible in the support of this project, and so we got these lights, which are very expensive, and then they not only gave us the lights, but then we took them apart and we kind of put in that extra. The LEDs for that, they did the same thing for the Empire State Building, which is amazing if you ever see those YouTube videos of the Empire State Building, and we put those up. And so now when you're looking at the bandstand, not only are the performers lit and you have color behind them, but it's only white light on the performers, so you can see them really well now. But you get this glow behind the bandstand, which is just really cool on the trees, and they're color changing, which is what Philips Color Kinetics, where I work, what we're kind of known for.
Which they do at the Empire State Building.
That's
They do at
correct.
the
For
Empire State
holidays
Building.
and
Right.
just different observances.
Right.
And so we do that now also for different holidays. We'll go over there and we'll light it up for Halloween or for Christmas.
Christmas,
If
right.
people have noticed, every once in a while we'll have different little light shows going on holidays. So along with events.
And so what's the admission for the concerts?
Yeah, really, it's free.
Right, it's
Absolutely
free.
free. We've had
There you
people
go.
say, we want to help pay, and it's like, we do not take money
We
at the
have,
concerts.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
speaking of that, how do we pay for these things? And we have incredible sponsors. You being our longest running sponsor.
Just means I've been around a while.
Yes.
But no, you make this happen. It makes a huge difference in what we can do. I mean, we can't do anything if we don't have sponsors, and it makes a huge difference. And we just finished up getting sponsors for this season, and we have, if I could just list them quickly,
Absolutely.
because this is really what makes it happen. So at our premier level, we have Londonderry Freezer Warehouse, Market Basket, Corporate Cost Control, Fort of Londonderry, Precision Pest Control, and we have two special ones. So those at premier level, and a lot of those have been with us for many years, and just really support this and make this happen. So Shady Hill is Shady Hill Nursery, and what they do is they actually provide plants for all of the concerts. And if
Right.
you look at some of the photos that were taken over the years before Shady Hill and after Shady Hill, it makes such a difference when they
Oh, yeah.
put the plants around the
Beautiful.
performers and stuff.
Right.
It really
Yeah.
dresses things
They
up
come
nicely.
and deliver them, and they take them away,
And it's a lot of
and they
work.
place them, and just make everything
Yeah.
look beautiful.
And Ron
Really
will
do.
come up sometimes, and he'll be, nope, let's put these over here, and let's
Right.
move these
Yeah,
around.
Ron's
he's very
great, yeah.
particular. He's wonderful. And then Stonyfield Organic Yogurt in town, and they were a new sponsor last year. In addition to helping us support getting performers, they also sponsored a raffle, a weekly raffle, and they gave away a ton of stuff.
Completely free to the concert goers.
Completely
Just
free.
give us a name, and we pull a name at the end of the
Yeah,
night, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just bags of yogurt and merchandise, and
Yeah, and
they were
people
great. It was a
loved
lot
it.
of fun.
Yeah, people
Good.
loved it. It was great. And then we have gold level, you, Mark,
Mark Oswald.
right? And wire belt in town, Nellie of Merrimack, Nellie Dowry of Merrimack Mortgage, Fortin Storage, Financial Planning Adult Education Conference Center, ABC Financial Planning, and Londonderry Pediatrics. And we also have back this year, which is fantastic, is Lindt Chocolate. And the way they support us is they give us truffles.
Yeah.
And so at the
Boxes
beginning,
and
I missed that.
I think-
boxes and boxes of
yeah.
truffles they
Yeah.
give us. Yes.
And
so
then you're out
we
passing
just
them out?
pass them out, and people, how many can we take? Take one of each
There you
color.
go.
Try
That's
them
right.
all. They're
Yeah.
they're delicious, and people
Yeah.
just
And
love
the
that.
kids
yeah,
love
they just
that.
yeah. So that's a lot. That's just a lot of fun. And then at silver level, we have Echo USA and Clarity Counseling Associates. And then bronze level, we have Prosciutto's Pizza, and they help by providing some of the dinners. We like to make this fun for the bands too, and one of the things we do is we've always provided dinners for the bands before the shows, because a full band is a happy band, a hungry band is not a happy band.
Right.
And Prosciutto's helps by providing some of the pizza for the dinners,
Good.
which is
Which
wonderful.
is a big help, really.
That's a big help, yeah.
So local businesses and professionals supporting the community
Absolutely.
that supports us.
Yeah, it's a great community event.
And we invite any and all of those businesses to come, and
Absolutely.
like you do, Mark. You come and you bring your balloon, your big
You-
balloon,
you
and
bring the frisbees and
the
things. The
frisbees
kids
and
Usually I
love
sit
that.
there in a lawn chair enjoying the show, and somebody's got a question about what's my house worth, or
Yeah, yeah.
is this the right time to sell? Is this the right
Exactly.
time to buy? And
Yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
very casual, it's very informal, and I enjoy that.
Right.
It's, I'm there, and if you're kind with your introduction, and if people want to talk, I'd be happy to talk, or we'll talk about the Red Sox too.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
And we definitely encourage that with all our sponsors. It's an opportunity for the community to get to know some of the businesses in town and
Right.
ask questions in a more informal setting, and right there, and then go back and listen to the concert some more.
So the first show this year is going to be on
June 6th.
High School Band.
High School Band. And after that, it's Wednesdays. It's going to be June 15th. That's Evan Goodrow. He's coming back for, I think, the third year. And
third, if not fourth.
third, if not fourth. And a very funky, let me get out my cheat sheet here.
Oh, here you go.
They're just incredible musicians. Again, that's what we go for, is people that can play. And this guy can really play. He's an incredible guitar
just
player.
produced a new album.
Came out with a new CD, and I've been listening to it just constantly. It's just great stuff. And they're kind of a funky Motown jazz, blues, and just they can really play. It's just him and a drummer and an organ player, and he brings a Hammond organ, and
Whoa.
hauling this thing around. It's like a furniture mover. It's a very big organ. And a real Leslie, spinning Leslie, if you know what that is, spinning speakers to get that really rich sound. Those guys are just fabulous. Then we have a new band, the Brian Mays Band. Brian, he's new for us, but he was recommended by another band that we have a lot of respect for. They've played with a lot of people. Brian Mays, he's either recorded or opened for U2, Aerosmith, The Kinks, B.B. King, Deep Purple, and others. He's played with the Performers of Boston in some of the other bands that they've been in. He's
Right.
been in supporting bands with them. So we're really excited to have them coming. Then we have the Wyndham Swing Band. We had a big band last year for the first time in many, many years. And that was a really big hit. And so
Big
we
hit.
wanted to get
Yeah.
another swing band back again, and we've got the Wyndham Swing Band coming. And then we have the Bruce Marshall Group, and they've been here for several years, and again, just incredible performers, really good musicians. They're kind of an R&B rock and a southern boogie kind of flavor, and super nice guys. We really enjoy them. And then one of our all-time favorite performers, Brian Templeton, and Brian is kind of a blues country. He's a real performer. He really just captivates the audience. He always gets everybody up on their feet dancing and clapping and just having a great time.
And until recently was a Londonderry resident.
Yeah, he was, yeah. And so the only time I think we've had a performer cancel on us was Brian, and it was well before the season started, so plenty of time, no problem. But he called and said, I got a gig playing over in Europe, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to cancel. I'm going to be over in the Netherlands or someplace, when I'm supposed to be playing here. It's like, Brian, that's no problem.
That was before we had the world-class light show,
that's true.
right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
true. He would have stayed.
He would have
Yeah,
stayed.
probably.
Exactly.
So, but he's just wonderful. Really enjoying him. He's a great guy. And then we're having the Beatles cover band Help back again, and they were super popular
Londonderry
last year.
resident is in that.
Yep.
In that group. Yes.
Paul Lucier is in that, and we just had a great crowd for that, and they had a lot of fun. We had a super night. Another returning favorite is Manchuka, and they're a cover band. They do a lot of Tower Power, Chicago, stuff from the 70s, 80s. And last year they were the first band to play with the LED lighting system. And it was great because they surprised us by bringing a new lead singer, and it was Eddie McGee, who was a former Tower of Power lead singer. And he was, again, it's just an incredible
fabulous,
performer. He just would get out there with a wireless mic out in the audience and sing right to people, and it was a lot of fun. And
If
it
you like
looked
horns,
great.
that's the group to go to.
It
That's the
is,
group,
and
for
they look
sure.
great under the LED lights with all the brass,
Right.
the saxes and stuff. And then our last concert, we're trying to kick it up a bit. We've got a brand new band called the Soulmate Band, and it's a six-piece, a Motown funk and soul band, and so we're real looking forward to seeing them and seeing how they sound, and that should be a lot lot of fun. So,
Just
So
a
it's rock and
for
roll and a
everyone.
whole lot more.
yeah,
little,
absolutely.
little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
And what was Donny Osmond? A little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Donny
You didn't wear
Marie.
purple socks on me. Terrific. Well, thank you so much, the two of you, and Larry Casey and others that have had the initiative with this, and it's just a wonderful community event.
It is a
Can't
lot of fun.
emphasize enough. It's free. It's open to the public. Bring a beach chair or a blanket or a lawn chair, and grab something on the run for dinner. And
And we've got a popsicle truck there too.
There you go.
Right there,
Ice
ice
cream
cream
truck.
truck. And so
Yeah.
there's some treats for
And
the kids
hopefully,
and stuff.
hopefully some popcorn and
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
other things. So.
Yeah. Good time, and the price is right.
absolutely.
And you
Definitely.
can stay right here in your hometown.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Just pop on over.
Okay. Thank you both.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Mark.
us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Londonderry, for watching. Starting Monday, June 6th, and thereafter on Wednesday evenings, summer concerts on the Common, year 15. Wow. Okay. Thank you.